Panthers, another season, another victory, another offseason, seemingly another victory for Bill Zito. The other day I was looking at ESPN, and ESPN had an article, and it is headline 2025 NHL team report cards, draft, free agency, and trades. Guess who got the best grade of all teams in the NHL?
Los Gatos?
Los Gatos. Can you guess what grade they got?
A.
Mm-mm.
A minus?
Mm-mm.
B?
Mm-mm.
A plus?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Was that much?
A plus.
Jesus.
Listen to what was written. Florida GM Bill Zito. It is written. It is said. It is done. Florida GM Bill Zito gets top marks for somehow keeping all the key pieces of the Panthers' recent Stanley Cup run off the open market. Sam Bennett, Aaron Ekblad, and Brad Marchand receive long-term contracts from the club that will chisel its name onto the hockey holy grail for the second straight season. They did that today. Right, it's now done. There's no doubt Zito was aided by willing participants who left millions on the table, but not exploring their options elsewhere. Winning has that sort of appeal. Zito also found a young netminder, that's an interesting word, in a Tarasov to back up Sergei Bobrovsky next season as a possible upgrade to Vanasek. There were other under-the-radar ads across the board for Florida, too, from Zito, replacing the departing Schmidt and Petrie. He re-signs fourth liner Thomas Nosek and bringing in Brandon Bussey and Nolan Foote. Panthers' depth has been a weapon for over long postseason runs, and Florida is well positioned again, thanks to Zito's savvy business moves, to be elite again over the next 12 months. I'd go longer than that. Honestly, he couldn't have done much more to give Florida a chance to create a true dynasty. So you got to be feeling good about all that. Well, with their love comes hate. So this guy writes, and he reports for SI Toronto. So you know he's already going to be doing this. His name's Dave Atler. He went on the old X.com the other day and kind of took a shot at the Florida Panthers and the Brad Marchand situation.
Oh, damn. I just messed that up. You ever hit the button and then all of a sudden it hit stop?
You delete it?
You take the own button. Here we go.
Well, the Toronto Maple Leafs are not going to get Brad Marchand as the Florida Panthers signed the 37-year-old to a 6-year contract extension. We all expected that he would get multiple years into those years where, you know, he may or may not play. But to 43 years of age, no one's played in the NHL at 43 as a forward since Jaromir Jagr in 2017-2018. It is kind of sketchy. I'd be surprised, or maybe I shouldn't be surprised if the NHL allows it, because there's no repercussions for this. Florida can say, look, he's a premier player. He can do this. He can still play. They could penalize him after the fact, but I don't know. This looks like pure cap circumvention. The NHL just made a new CBA. Doesn't look like anything's going to be done about it, and the Leafs lose out on someone they probably could have very well used.
What in the world, David Atler, are you talking about? They didn't do anything wrong, but it looks sketchy. Nobody plays till 42 except Jaromir Jagr. It's like, man, really, you're reaching there right there.
You know what's reaching is the fact that we already knew they're going to. And yeah, nobody, all these deals that they get, nobody plays to the length of their contract. You play halfway to it and then you throw it out and then you restructure to a new deal.
Right.
But other than that,
he's making it sound like they're going to force him. He's going to play till he's 43 years old.
No, he's not.
Like, that's not. I guess what he's saying is you sign a guy to a 6-year contract knowing that most likely he's not going to play all 6 years.
So what? Then all he had to do is not sign a 6-year contract. The fact of the matter is nobody put a gun to these players' head. They see a winning situation. They love being there and they want to stay there. Just a bunch of haters. What it is that you've had 3 years. You've seen 3 seasons, not even 3 seasons, really 4 seasons of success. You've seen the model. You see that the model's working, and now you don't see any stop or any
not a lot of slowdown or bumps in the road,
right.
Obstacles in their way.
I mean, it could be obstacles, but you just don't see this train from slowing down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the fact that you see it, the fact that their nucleus is signed for another 4 to 5 years, which is crazy. That's what it is that it's probably never happened in this current market in the NHL, just in all the sports, really, that you have a team that signed their heart and soul, their core 9 players. There's only 21, 22 guys on a roster. So you have nearly 40% of your roster, which is your core players in. We're not even including the goalie, right? So if you got half your roster locked in for the next 4 to 5 years and they're your best players, yeah, you're going to win. Same, we see this happening right now with OKC. What has OKC done in the last 2 weeks?
They've locked it as much as they possibly can down.
They've locked their 3 best players. They've locked them down after winning a championship for the next 5 years.
Yep. And as we've seen, if you have a good player and you like him and you believe in him or her, it's better to sign them early and pay them a little bit more early, and it actually ends up being a good deal in the end than waiting and paying them later, because it will cost you a lot later on if you believe in this player and they're going to be good. So yesterday's price is not today's price. It does have to be frustrating if you're anybody but the Florida Panthers that you had 3 guys that you were looking to keep as free agents, and all 3 of them, after winning Stanley Cup, took a hometown discount.
And that's the problem I think people have, is that what is really going on here? They're great. They're playing. Their coaches, their coach is one of the best coaches. Their general manager is showing everybody he's one of the best general managers in all the sports. But what's really going on that these guys are willing to keep money away?
But they're making it sound like it's collusion.
It is collusion. It's the collusion of the team, of the players. The fact that they really F with each other.
And they want to be here.
Like, there's a difference when, like, you're cool with somebody and you F with somebody.
Right.
Like, they take trips together. Their families are together. Their wives.
They've got a good life here.
Like, think about it. That's another number one key. That's another important key.
It is.
Okay, it might be number one, is the fact that if you're married or you have a significant other, that wags and girlfriend crew,
wags,
that they got to get along. If they get along,
your life's a lot easier.
What? You have a championship winning team. Because when the girlfriends and the wives can get along and they love getting along, they're doing things that are outside of their husbands playing. Like, oh, let's go out for brunch and it's only the wives. The men don't have to be involved, or the men can play golf and the wives can do their thing. Like, they really look forward to doing it.
It really does make it easier, Vlad. Like, let's say they went to the Bahamas the other day.
If the
wives don't get along, you go to your wife.
You're not going.
Let's go to the Bahamas. Some of the guys are going and their wives are going, I don't want to be around them. And you got to go back to your guys and say, I'm not going to be able to make the trip. But with this, it's like, yeah, oh yeah, you want to go? Absolutely.
And that's the thing. It's okay. You know that, put it this way, Dan, you and me, if there's something going on, you and I probably from the station, you and I are probably gonna hang out because we know each other. Yeah, we're fam.
Yeah.
Right. But it's a difference if it's you and I, and then there's a Marcos, and then there's a J Fig, there's other people that's involved. Now you see, oh wow, the people QAM, they really mess with each other because they're hanging out outside of work. This is not a work-related aspect. So when these guys are hanging out outside of work, and it's not only like 2, 3, 4, it's a group of them. It's like maybe more than 10.
They hang.
They really hang. And they love hanging out with each other to the point they live in the same community. That's another thing. If you really love your teammates, you start listening to the wives. Hey, what's a good school? What's this? And then they start going to that school. They want to live in that community. Now the whole community is Panthers community. Like you can't beat that, fam.
Getting back to your point, though,
that's a synergy that can't be spoiled.
Bill Zito didn't put a gun to Brad Marchand's head and say, take a discount. And they were trying to make it sound like not that the proverbial gun was held to these guys' heads to take less money and that they were forced to do it. No, you can't write rules that make people accept more money.
But that's what I'm saying. Remember when we saying they're grasping, like they're grasping like a battle rapper reaching
fair.
Right now.
They were forced, they were coerced to sign a hometown discount. No, they weren't.
We talked about it last week with Pisanti. Like he was saying, oh, the state tax. What they don't want to say, the simple fact, the Florida Panthers created a culture,
right,
that's not only on the ice but off the ice that everybody wants to be associated with.
I do want to ask you this though, Vlad. Would this happen in any other league? It seems like it's kind of unique to the NHL that, especially people taking hometown discounts, but 3 different guys taking hometown discounts.
Yeah, it could happen in any league.
Does it happen though in the NFL? Does it happen in Major League Baseball? Does it happen in basketball?
It's not it has to involve the players. I mean,
It's
the
an
big three
individual
down
case by
here.
case. Well, they did take it. Yeah, you're right.
The big three. Why? Because they effed with each other.
Because they were good friends and they wanted to win a championship.
And they effed with each other. They traveled. They took they took trips together.
When's
and that was the same thing you heard about the Heat when during their 4-year run with LeBron. Like they did a lot of things together.
Well, let me ask.
Social media. What was that? Was it Halloween when they did that video?
Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff.
But I'm just saying that when you do that together, that helps the team. That helps the championship team. That you're really messing with each other.
When's a recent, somewhat recent, within the past 10 years or so, that somebody from one of the major leagues, baseball, basketball, football, has taken a hometown discount to stay with the team? That wasn't, at the end of their career. That was. I'm trying to think though, because this is kind of a unique situation.
Yeah, well, a lot of people took discount. Shohei took a discount.
You could say Sandy Alcantara took a hometown discount.
Whatever. I mean, you want to bring it local, okay.
I mean, Shohei, it's hard with the money he's
Aaron Judge took a hometown discount.
Did Aaron Judge take a hometown discount?
Yeah. The Giants were offering more money to return him back home, but he took less money.
Okay.
Like people take hometown discounts but what we think is a hometown discount is not technically necessarily a hometown discount. Like 9 years 360 and 9 years 370. It's a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like, do I really want that extra $4 million and not be part of the Yankees or not be part of the Lakers? People take discounts.
Okay.
Even the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, Mackie Samoskevich, who was a rookie, didn't even play in the playoffs after the first round, I guess it was, for the Panthers. He signed 1 year, $775,000, which is the league minimum, just to stay because they didn't have the money to pay him right now. They'll figure it out later. They push it off, have him. He agreed to a prove it year. Bill Zito's going to pull him aside and say, you prove how much you're worth. He's going to play a whole year in Florida. He'll play through the playoffs this coming season as well. And then you see where you go from there.
More reason to tell you this. You are witnessing something that is very, very special. Enjoy it while it's here because this does not happen very often. And to be part of a fan base of a team that does pretty much seems like everything right. It's pretty special. I'm glad you've been a part of some magical runs. You were part of the Big Three, the U, when they had their great football team.
No, I was a part of the Big Three.
You weren't part of the Big Three?
No,
where were you?
I was in LA.
Okay.
I was in LA. That was part of the last Kobe run. And then
so you were a part of that. When you're in something special, you just have to enjoy it. It's one of those things. Don't let it get away from you.
Nah, you
got to enjoy it.
You're right. You do enjoy it, but then you start getting big-headed and you start expecting. The fan base starts expecting.
Oh, I expect them
right now. Next season, the Panthers. Exactly. I just don't.
I'm not even gonna lie. Am I wrong? I mean, I'm not wrong for it, but
until the Panthers lose, until you see somebody say, "Oh, they beating them 4 times out of 7." No Florida Panther fan is going to believe that the Panthers are going to lose until they see them lose.
This is the case. If the Panthers next year get back to the Stanley Cup Finals, and let's just say for some reason they lose to the Dallas Stars, we're going to be like, disappointing season. Imagine if you had said years ago that we'd make it to the finals, but we were going to be disappointed if they make it to the finals and lose in the finals next year. Would you, Zach, would you be upset, disappointed?
Well, I guess it's still a success. It's hard to win 3 in a row.
I know.
But I've already kind of put in my head, maybe this is bad, but I put in my head that they will win it within the next 3 years.
Yeah,
again,
okay.
They will win one.
Yeah. Vlad, would you be disappointed? Would you kind of say like, man, this season kind of got away from us, even though you probably came like a game or 2 away from winning the Stanley Cup for the 3rd time in a row? Is this your expectations?
Yeah, like, all right.
I would still,
I wouldn't look at no.
Down, I'd be a little bit better.
No, I'd be down, but it's like the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's almost to the
Chiefs.
They have to get to the Super Bowl winning. Like when you get to that point, when you become a dynasty, winning is not even. You're not even enjoying the winning.
No, it's the pressure of winning.
You just enjoy it. All right, I accomplished what I needed to do, but it's not like, oh my God, I won the championship. It's like, oh, okay, I achieved my goal of defending the championship. It's not like you're going crazy.
You're
because
right.
the pressure is that it's like, okay, I did what I was supposed to do. Everybody else is going to be celebrating, but now it's like I did what I was supposed to do. That's why I appreciated the players having fun. The ones in their second go around having fun and actually enjoying it, like taking the moment, the time to enjoy it. Last year they didn't know how to act because it was the first time they ever won. This year they know how to act, and it was
been there before,
so it's good. And they're enjoying it because it kind of, I always say the second
So-
title is the most important. You know why?
Mhm.
You know why the second title is
I
always
don't know
important?
why.
Because it justifies it. It
Justifies the
solidifies. It
first one,
cements
yeah.
the first one.
Yeah,
It
does.
wasn't a fluke.
Nope, it wasn't. We just got luckier.
Now
The other
you win the
team-
second one. Now you're talking. Now we're
now
in
you're talking about
dynasty
a
talk.
team that's earned it and deserves it.
Now you're in dynasty
But what
talk.
you're basically saying, Vlad, is yesterday's standard is not today's standard. Is that right?
I like it.
And they had lost the year before they won it.
So every year the standard's going to change. This
Right.
year,
But
year
when
you got to get to the Stanley Cup
And what
Finals.
Zach just said was what I've been saying. Now we've
It
been, they
validified.
won that second title. So guess what? President's Cup is now included in the accolades.
And part of the dynasty. Yeah,
It's part of the accolades. Yeah.
we wanted to throw that out the window, but
But once you
now
win
you look at the
two,
body of work and you're like, oh, President's Cup,
loss
it
to
was
the-
a necessary step.
the loss to the Vegas Knights is yes, it's there, but it's like, well, you've been to 3 Stanley Cups. So it's like, yeah, you lost the first one, but you won the last 2. So yeah, you've been to 3 Stanley Cups. So everything now is a positive.
Right. Everything is now, it's built.
Everything now is
It's
a
not a
positive.
disappointment. It's
The
just
only
part of
way
the
it goes
process.
right. The only way it goes bad is if you lose.
Something bad happens, which won't.
No, if you lose, then it's like, okay, you lost.
we got
but right now,
I feel as though we got a couple more championships.
Right now, you're the,
you can
you're
walk
the
around.
you're the HHIC, head hockey in charge.